always advocated for us.
Welcome to the Real Talk with Amethyst. I'm at the Black Writers Weekend with Tamika Jamison. She is also the creator of Black Writers Weekend and so many other things. Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh Lord, a little bit. So I write. Well, I'm not just say I'm a creator. I'm a creator of stories. I'm a creator of communities. I'm a creator of dreams. And at the end of the day, I'm just a girl that just dreamed and just made those dreams come true.
You've done so much. So what legacy do you hope that the events that you have created, how do you think it will shape Black writers moving forward?
Well, you know what's amazing about my journey is I have seen my work create, shape, and influence so many people because I've been doing this work for so many years. 20 years, almost 20 years. I was 20 years old when I jumped into this space. I'll be 40 in 2 weeks. I'm excited. And so I feel that my legacy will continue to influence people to be bold enough to step out and do the things that they dare themselves to do. Also to do the things that's outside the norm, and to just take risks. And I've seen people do that time and time again and come into my spaces that I create. They get inspired, they get motivated, and they have this confidence, and they go on and do phenomenal things. I've been able to witness it already so far, and I'm confident it will continue.
What advice do you have when people deal with self-doubt or after getting so many rejections that they start to doubt themselves? What advice would you give to have them to keep going in spite of everything?
Well, my advice is this. It's very, very simple. If you are not okay with your life right now, if you wake up every day and you not motivated, you don't want to do this job, you don't want to do this, and you're not truly happy internally, it don't matter what anybody else says. At the end of the day, it matters what you say. If this is not what you want, then your focus is what it is that you do want. Everything else don't matter. Now, the journey to get to what you want may not be easy, because if it was easy, everybody would be living like they want, right? So you have to be built to go through the trials, the tribulations, the crying, the monetary sacrifice, the emotional sacrifice, the physical sacrifice. Like, you have to be willing to go through things that you don't want to technically experience so that you can have the life that you truly want. It truly comes with sacrifice. You got to think about some of the most successful people in life. We almost all have the same story. I was broke. I was homeless. I didn't have this. They all got the same story. And at the end of the day, none of them quit. And they ended up getting the life that they want. So I would say this. If you're listening to no's, you're getting rejections, that shit don't matter. What matters at the end of the day is what you want for yourself, and that's what you got to focus on. And yes, it's not going to be easy. Yes, you're gonna cry, whatever the case may be, but you have to focus on the fact that this is not what I want. I don't want the life I got right now. I want this. Focus on that, and that's it. Everything else don't matter.
What advice would you have for authors who are starting out to get a social media following, to get the opportunity to have their books in bookstores and do different things if they didn't go the traditional route, so they don't have anyone that's backing them, they're kind of doing everything independently?
So that was me. That was and is me. So my advice to people that are doing it on their own, you're investing in yourself, the time, the energy, you're your own publisher, you're your own agent, your own booking manager, et cetera, et cetera. At the end of the day, it's all about being organized with your time, because you can do it all, but you just can't do it all the time. So Monday got to be dedicated for something, Tuesday dedicated to something, and so forth and so forth. Organize your time, organize your days, and you can do it all. Organization is the key. Once you organize and you focus on certain things at a particular time, you can do it. You'll be good.
Anything that you can think of that can help even someone if they're not an author, but just someone who wanted to take a leap of faith and do anything that they haven't done before?
Yeah. My advice to people that just want to take a leap of faith on something, like something other than just taking the safe route. I'm going to go right back to this. If you are not happy with the life that you have right now, everything else don't matter. You have to create a plan. So you identify the goal. Then you identify the steps to get to that goal. Then you only focus on one step at a time. You don't focus on the overall goal. Focus on the overall goal will have you feeling discouraged, overwhelmed. Because if I have to climb a mountain, me thinking about the top of the mountain don't matter. Because I got to start at the bottom first, then I got to get to the middle. And I got to walk through this terrain and all that. Like, so me thinking about the very top don't matter. So I shouldn't get discouraged. Like, oh, I got to get to the top. No, you got to get to the bottom first. Then you got to get to the middle. Then you got to get slightly to the top. Like, there's steps to get to the top. So once you break down your psyche, you only focus on those small steps at a time, you'll get there. I think that's the biggest issue sometimes with people with goals. They think too big and they're too focused on the end goal, and you can get very overwhelmed because it is a lot. But that end goal don't even matter. You didn't even get there yet until you accomplish this small goal. Focus on your small goals and you'll get to the big ones.
So I have a segment that I call Flip the Script.
Okay.
So you get a chance to ask me any questions that you like.
All right, so I'm going to flip the script on you. What are you currently doing that you wanted to change and you're actively working on it? And what was that moment you're like, man, I bet I'm going to do it. I'm going to get started. What are you doing?
Well, two things. So I write under the pen name Ray of Sunshine. So I'm featured in the anthology Kiki Swenson's The Last One Standing.
Okay.
Stories of Revenge. My story is called The Sin of Revenge. So since I was a kid, I always wanted to be an author. So I always wanted to write stories, write movies. I always write poetry, songs, all those type of things. So it took a lot for me to I was just thinking, well, should I try it? Maybe I should. But then I said, well, why not? Only thing that I think that she could say is either she liked my story or she doesn't.
Right.
So she said that she liked my story and my story was really good. And then that's how I got featured into that. And then I always kind of wanted to be a journalist, talk show, TV host, but kind of a difference between like Oprah, but kind of more traditional, kind of like if you was watching the news. So then that's when I started my own media outlet because I was shadowing for someone's newspaper and they took credit for my stories that I submitted to the newspaper. So I didn't get credit for what I wrote.
So you like, all right, that's not going to happen again. I got you. So earlier we talked about sitting at that table or creating my own table. So now you created your own table because you can go back with more leverage.
Right.
And you can create more demands. You chose right. You chose right. Okay, I got you. Now she done flipped the script.
Thank you so much. And I want to tell you about your event. It was nice.
Thank you.
I really liked your documentary.
Thank you. Thank you. Dear Black Writers is a documentary, y'all. It's not streaming yet. You got to be at a Black Writers Weekend event to actually see it. But when it is streaming, we will send out an e-blast, post on social media. So make sure you follow us on Black Writers Weekend. Everything on social media.
And what was the other one? Something Mika?
Traces of Mika. That's Mika. That is my visual memoir.
Oh, okay.
So I take you into my healing journey where I reconnect with my roots on my mother's side.
Okay. Sounds very interesting.
Yeah, so basically, you know, if you want to tell people to heal and be bold enough to step out on faith, you kind of sometimes got to lead by example. So I did that myself. So I utilized my own life, my own experience, and I started sharing my business so that people could be bold enough to be like, you know what, if Tamika can do it, I can do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Traces of Mika.
Sounds great. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you. I appreciate you. And I'm rooting for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, my darling.